The political slugfest over Ram Mandir just refuses to end. The donation drive for the temple has now triggered another political showdown. Now, these are allegations coming in from former Karnataka Chief Minister H.D. Kumaraswamy saying that he was threatened to donate money for upcoming Ram temple. I want to repeat these allegations only. He also earlier claimed that houses of people who are not donating are being marked, even accusing the Ram temple donation seekers of adopting Nazi policies. The Congress has also waded into this particular controversy. Siddaramaiah has refused to donate money for Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, claiming that it is being built on a disputed piece of land. The TMC has also gone ahead and spoken about this controversy, and MP Mahua Moitra has taken a jibe at Prime Minister Modi, claiming that it is better to be an Andolan Jeevi than being a Chanda Jeevi. And fuming over these remarks, Vishwa Hindu Parishad has said that the volunteers do not force anybody to pay for Ram temple, and it's advised the opposition leaders to check facts before commenting. And this has created a very big political controversy. We're also being joined by our guests in just about a bit to give us a reaction. But in the meanwhile, we're getting reactions coming in. Listen in.
Several street ongoing people, they are collecting by threatening several people. I am also a victim. Okay. Some 3 persons, they came to my house. Okay. One lady in that. Okay. They threatened me. Why you are not giving the money? Please hand over the money. This is Rama's temple is our country's prime issue. Why you are not donating the money? Who is she? Whether any authorization to her to come and ask me? I request the VHP people who are the responsible persons constructing of Ram Mandir, I am requesting now also, please be transparent.
ನಾನು ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್ ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರ ಕೊಡಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ, ಬೇರೆ ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರ ಕಟ್ಟದೆ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಕಳಿಸ್ತೆ. ಸರಿ, ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೊಡೋಣ ದುಡ್ಡು. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬೇಡ, ಅಯೋಧ್ಯೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ಟ ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರಕ್ಕೆ
ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಡಿಸ್ಪ್ಯೂಟೆಡ್.
ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸೆಟಲ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ ಆರ್ ನಾಟ್ ಸ್ಟಿಲ್. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಾಂಟ್ರವರ್ಸಿಗಳು ಇದ್ದೇ ಇದ್ದಾವೆ. ಅದೇನು ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರ ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕು, ಇದು ಬೇರೆ ಕಡೆ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಏನಾಯ್ತು ದುಡ್ಡು? ನಮ್ಮೂರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ಏನ್ರ ತಪ್ಪು? ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರ
ಸರ್ ಜನ್ಮಭೂಮಿ ಅಂತ ನಂಬಿಕೆ ಇದೆ ಹಿಂದೂಗಳದ್ದು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ
ನಮ್ಮೂರ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂದೂಗಳದ್ದು ಇದಿಲ್ವೋ? ಅದಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ, ನಿಮ್ಮೂರ್ಲಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿದ್ರೆ ಆಗಲ್ವೋ? ಸರಿ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಿಡು, ಅದೇನು ಅಯೋಧ್ಯೆನೇ ಕಟ್ಟಬೇಕ? ನಂದೇನು ತಕರಾರು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕಟ್ಟಗಳ್ಳಿ. ಸುಪ್ರೀಂ ಕೋರ್ಟ್ನವ್ರು ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಕಟ್ಟಗಳ್ಳಿ. ಬಟ್ ನಾನು ಬೇರೆ ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರ ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ, ಈ ರಾಮ ಮಂದಿರಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇಡ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ.
शक्ति के अनुसार योगदान करने के लिए हमने विनती विनम्रता से पूछी है. किसी के ऊपर भी हमारा किसी ने विरोध नहीं किया है और बहुत बड़ा मात्रा में लोगों ने हमको स्वागत किया है. कई गांव में भी होगा, शहर में होगा, किसी को हमारे ऊपर कहा भी किसी ने विरोध नहीं किया है. हम जो कुमारस्वामी जी का वो बयान है वो हम विरोध करते हैं और हम मांग करते हैं कुमारस्वामी जी ने इसको आपका बयान के बारे में क्षमा मांगना चाहिए. ये विश्व हिंदू परिषद बजरंग दल आग्रह करता है.
All right, this is a political slugfest, as you saw. All the reactions from every side coming in right there. We're being joined by Vaibhav Aggarwal, President Yuva India Foundation, Chetan Singh, who's a political analyst on this particular broadcast. First, I'm going to take this straight across. Welcome, by the way. I can see Vaibhav folding his hands right there. Welcome, both of you, to this broadcast. First up, to Chetan Singh. Chetan, if these are very grave allegations coming in, you know, H.D. Kumaraswamy going on to ask who's given permission to these people to raise the donation, and they do require government permissions for it. It's a fact. And questioning what basis are the people collecting money on the streets in every village, even marking those houses as alleged by him. I'm going to repeat that this is an allegation coming in. I want your opinion first, and then I go to Vaibhav for more.
Look, one thing is for sure, you know, in 1992 when Babri Masjid got demolished, and in November 2019 when the verdict has come out of the apex court, and they have given the controversial land to the the Hindu group and to build the temple, is something we have thought that controversy has ended. But now the way the fundraising is taking place, marking the house of the people who have donated or who have not donated, is something, it's a matter of a serious concern. I think this is going to create a lot of fear among the people who do not want to donate. despite of their religion. And on the top of it, this is certainly going to be polarize the society. And on the top of it, we know in our country, every 2.5 months, there are some elections takes place. So therefore, it's a matter of serious concern that this kind of a marking, this kind of identification should not happen. But at the same given point of time, the comments and the remarks which are coming up from the different political parties is also a matter of a serious concern. We have seen, even the Congress leaders have also donated. Digvijay Singh is the one who has given a good donation, and we have seen this NSUI leaders have also come in forward in terms of donating, in terms of supporting it. And Rajiv Gandhi ji too, we have seen that how he got the doors open.
Yes.
So therefore, it is a time to ensure that we should not make this a Hindu-Muslim debate now anymore, because Ram belongs to all. And faith is a personal subject matter.
That is, of course, that needless to say, Ram does belong to all. I want to take this across to Vaibhav Aggarwal as well. Vaibhav, I want to reiterate that these are allegations coming in. He's saying that people are being forced to give out chandas as well. But before making a comment like this, there needs to be a fact check done by HD Kumaraswamy, because the VHP has gone ahead and dubbed this highly irresponsible. How do you respond?
Chaiti, first of all, my money is my faith. Wherever I put it, even if I, burn it, I decorate it, I do whatever I want, and I donate it, whatever I want. So first of all, there is no compulsion. It's a donation. It is not a collection. So that's one part of it. HD Kumaraswamy has to distinguish between. The second part,
I think his question here, sorry about that interruption, his question is, who are they giving these accounts to? And the ones who are not being paid are being marked. So this is creating anxiety amongst people. The question here is not about who's donating, who's not. This is about creating that unnecessary anxiety, and this is an allegation coming from him.
Sure. So I was coming to that, and the next point was something that I was about to say. So HD Kumaraswamy has to understand, and we all have to understand, that they don't have any political issues to discuss, and they've brought this up again. For example, Siddaramaiah bringing up, saying settled by Supreme Court or not, I don't care. So, it's a blatant disregard of the law of the land. Now, as far as the collection and the accounts go, as far as my understanding goes, that even if the Vishwa Hindu Parishad or the Bajrang Dal or anyone else which is collecting the funds, Siddaramaiah has pointed out that there is no license, you have to take permission from the government of India, etc., etc. These collections, as far as my knowledge goes on the subject, is according to certain restrictions and licensing that the government has been has given to NGOs. So, for example, I have a Yuva India Foundation, and I would be able to actually collect donations as long as I file my accounts. And if I'm issuing receipts, that means my collection is legal. So I think these are all speculations done for politically benefiting from which, and I see no head or tail in these. And at the end of the day, whatever collection that is coming in is any which way is going on the website of the Ram Bhoomi Jan Trust.
That is true.
And the entire procedure is under the RTI Act, because it's the Government of India Trust and so on and so forth.
That is true.
So
but here's the question now, and let me bring in Chetan. While all of this is available in public domain and they are supposed to keep records as well, the allegation here is that there is unnecessary panic that is being created, terming it that, they are going out there and they are marking these homes as well. Somewhere, Chetan, do you see any merit in the kind of claims that are being put out by HD Kumaraswamy? Because in case there is, it is a very serious charge.
See, whether HD Kumaraswamy is trying to take some kind of leverage, some kind of advantage or not, I do not think so. We should get into the details of it. But what we have to see, on 14th of January, when this drive, the donation drive has started, at that given point of time, the way, the entire campaign, we have seen the way, the people, the locals and the RSS, the parent body of the BJP, how they have got engaged with the enthusiasm in order to understand. So you see, what has happened, there are many more people, individuals who have got into it. There are a lot of frauds which has taken place, and many fraudsters have been caught. So I think, this kind of a collection drive on the road may not have been wise, because when our Honorable Prime Minister talks about let's go digital, so I think if you would have gone into a unconventional ways of collection, it would have been better. But why this is happening? Because it is evident to show the majoritarian.
Vaibhav wants to make a point. Hold on to your thought right there, Vaibhav.
My learned friend, of course, he's analyzing it in his own viewpoint, and I respect that, but my learned friend does not know the reality on the ground. The payments and donations, most of the payments and donations are received not just in cash, They're also available on certain payment gateways. They've partnered up with local digital payment gateways, and they've also collected money from
Vaibhav,
UPI.
but that is not under dispute as all. We have established the fact that it is happening in a very systematic manner. Nobody is disputing the Perhaps there are certain factions, and these are allegations that they are, going and putting pressure on people to give out this money, which perhaps, if being done, is wrong.
So, okay, so it's a very simple thing, in Six Sigma or in mathematics. I'm a Six Sigma black belt. When we perform an activity, we do it in a step-by-step format. So, for example, HD Kumaraswamy may be talking about a list in my hand who's a Karitkarta who's collecting money for donation, and I'm ticking on against house numbers saying paid, unpaid, no, yes, no, yes. So perhaps that may be a interpretation, and they've made it a political issue out of it.
That's a very fair
Similarly,
point.
Mahua Moitra coming up and saying Chanda Jivi.
Yes.
I mean, of course, Chanda Jivi, when the government can pay to madrasas who are religious institutions, why can't I?
That's a very good point. Chetan, how do you respond? What Vaibhav says is perhaps HD Kumaraswamy is misinterpreting the manner in which the accounts are being kept or the paperwork that is being done. I mean, that's Vaibhav going on to explain right there. You need to respond to him now.
See, in democracy, who plays a vital role? The people of the country.
True.
Again, I'm telling you, there's no point talking about the politician out here. We have to see who is trying to take an advantage, and help me understand. If 100 people will come to your house today, without having an appointment and, with the kind of body language, they're going to say, look, we are doing this, and you would not be able to counter them. What are you going to do? You will certainly going to donate, whether you are willing or you're not willing. So this kind of, passive, this is not an active, but
progressive is what you're saying.
Pressure, which has been built on the,
I think Chetan has a point.
Let him
No doubt
finish.
about it.
Let him finish.
I would
Let
agree
him
to
finish.
it.
Wait, Vaibhav, one second. Let him finish. Let him finish, Vaibhav. Vaibhav, what he's trying to say is that, yes, perhaps it is being done in, with the way it is supposed to be done. But his point is that, when some people come to you knocking at the door without taking an appointment, the whole body language is such, it comes across as passive-aggressive, and that might just end up scaring a few people if the allegation happens to be true.
Perfect. I think I totally respect Chetan's point, and I totally agree. But this point is only limited to Chetan, me and you, and a lot of our audiences who are watching this right now. Why? Because we are all common citizens. But HD Kumaraswamy has a protocol, and so is Siddaramaiah. And they pointing out nobody can enter their house just like that and go on and create a body language there just like that. We have to appreciate that. But on the same side, while the donation is there, this is a social activity when the larger group in the
there
social
is an
society
allegation
does
that
it.
they have done it. So what if they have?
Exactly. So why don't they file an FIR? Because this is clearly a threat to their being. But they've not gone ahead and done it. However, they've made it into a political issue to gain mileage from it. It is very apparent. And as far as Chetan's point, and I respect that even if I don't want to pay, I would land up paying. Hey, we all live in a society. So if it is Cheti's happiness, and I'm happy to be there, it's just like that. I'm happy to support. There shouldn't be too much incoming and outgoing in terms of what do I get and what I don't get.
Absolutely.
The Within principle of management does not get implied.
And that's such a fair argument. That is such a fair argument that, Chetan, you need to respond to this. If at all there is a problem, then instead of making it a political slugfest, and yes, you must go ahead and file an FIR. Why is HD Kumaraswamy not filing an FIR if this is the reality on ground, and he ought to for the benefit of society at large?
Look, again, what is important here to interpret is that, there shouldn't be any kind of a pressure on people. On the top of it, we have seen that what exactly has happened on the name of the Ram. I'm going to talk about Rajiv Gandhi ji when he is in 1989, when he got the doors open. We have seen what Lal Krish Advani ji, what kind of Uma Bharti ji. So what kind of sloganeering, what kind of statements they have made it at that
No, and nobody is refuting that. Look, Chetan, there has been a lot of politicking that has happened around this issue. This issue has been used by various political parties as a poll plank as well. There is enough amount of whataboutery that goes in from all political parties. But here specifically what we're talking about is the people who are coming to collect the chandas and their body language and whether they're being passive aggressive or not as alleged. And if the allegation is true, go ahead and file an FIR. If it is not true, then obviously you will end up giving all these media bites and create unnecessary political slugfest.
You see, you see, like, Jayanti, like, what is important at this given point of time is to ensure, because
We've lost his connection there, but Vaibhav, would you like to talk about this a little more?
Yeah, I would just say this, Chaiti, that so many times, India is a very big country and a vast country. We have a lot of faiths. We have a lot of people coming from different dialects, different areas, and they all have different lifestyles. And we are fortunate to have such diversity in the country. Now, my perspective is, you want to do it, I'm happy to be with you. It's all for the larger piece. If you don't want to do it, I'm not forcing you to do it. But if you're wanting to be a part of the society at large, then I think let's just go ahead and do it. There's no point making a political furore out of it. And that's why we've seen a lot of Congress leaders.
And I think the biggest takeaway, Vaibhav, here, and you are absolutely right in saying what you are. And I think the biggest takeaway here is the point that Vaibhav has brought forth, where he's gone ahead and said that the allegations indeed are true. There needs to be an FIR, and the very fact that there is not an FIR, it comes across as political slugfest for the moment. We're just being objective here and trying to assess all these allegations, counter it with what you both feel about it as well. So I really thank you very much for taking time out this afternoon from your busy schedules. Thank you so much, Chetan. Thank you so much, Vaibhav, as well, for joining us.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.